2414 is a podcast about finding hope and common ground through casual conversation. Like the friends on the road in the New Testament, in Luke chapter 24, verse 14, we want to walk away with more understanding that leads to more conversation as the journey continues. Thanks for walking with us.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, Shane. Happy Thanksgiving week to you.
Hello. Well, hello. Yeah, to you, Pastor Dan. Hello, listeners. My name is Shane.
I'm Dan.
And this is 2414, podcast about just making room for conversation.
Yeah, processing ordinary life as we walk along the path, as we go along the journey, as we kind of do everyday ordinary life. Let's check in with ourselves and with each other and see how we're doing.
Yeah. And so this episode is very much embodying that. We're probably going to talk about Thanksgiving and
that's the plan.
What that is. It's the plan. Yeah, we'll kind of see what nuggets come out of this, but also just enjoy conversation.
It might take 40 minutes before we get to Thanksgiving, and that's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird to think about conversations that have an agenda? Maybe like in professional places that makes sense, like a meeting, but it's weird to think, we're going to have a conversation and for 12 minutes we'll talk about this and then we're going to get here. Like, we don't do that, by the way, in case you were wondering.
I think it's...
Nobody who's listened to the show is wondering if we have an agenda.
I think there's times where things are a little more structured, at least if we bring a guest on, we're like, we really wanted, like, you said that this crazy thing happened. We need to hear about this crazy thing. But I think, in real conversations in life, like the best conversations aren't the ones that are like rehearsed and planned.
Let's just see where it goes.
We're talking about this for 12 minutes.
Now we do have some structure because we like to start with highs and lows. Well, I like to start with highs and lows. I think it's good.
I think it's always a good place to start.
It's real life.
Yeah, it reminds me of a question our friend Leah Abel asked before a meeting. It was like, where's everyone coming from? Like, wait, how are you showing up today?
Yeah, how are you showing up today?
So I think it's honest to conversation too, like trying to like, or if you're having a deep conversation or you have a planned conversation, like I don't know, if maybe the conversation isn't supposed to go that direction because somebody, they're showing up at this stage or whatever. So yeah, but I always think, it's great to start with highs and lows for that reason, because to get to know everything that's happening. Bill, since I'm talking, I'll throw it to you. What are your highs and lows?
So lows, I think this sounds so repetitive, and the more I repeat things, that's actually really one of the good things about doing this podcast is I say stuff aloud, and I know it's being recorded. And when I say the same things over and over again, at some point, it's like, figure it out, Weber. But I think a low right now is just really busy evenings specifically. Mm-hmm. So it's related to a high. Like I coach cross country, a youth club in town. I help coach, and it's great. But the season's coming to an end in the next 3 weeks, and that's going to be great
to get that time back.
Yeah, it's 3 evenings a week and most of the Saturday. Mm-hmm. So it's like 5 to 8 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then Saturday I'm gone something like 7 a.m. to maybe 3 p.m.
Those are normally the meet days.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like 15-hour part-time job, and it's 3 of the evenings of the week. So I love it, but it's just a lot.
Yeah, on top of a very full-time job.
Yeah, so I'm not bored. Similarly related to that is I have not been running outside of cross-country practice.
So
only running
with like
kids.
Children.
Yeah, which to be fair, these kids are moving. They
got a lot of stored up energy.
The 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-year-olds I'm running with are putting up like a 5:30 mile, or last night we ran, I don't know, maybe 5 miles in the dark in the rain. Like, they're moving. I was tired and sore afterwards. So it's not just like I'm jogging with these toddlers. Oh, these kids are dropping me. I can't even run with the 13-year-olds and up because I can't keep up. So it's good. It's good training, but it's not it's not very consistent on those other days.
Gotcha.
So that's my low.
Well, let's see them run 100 miles.
Yeah, or try and fail and sleep on this, end up in a ditch afterwards.
Glad you lived.
Yeah, still going. Have not quite recovered emotionally from that. Couple highs, things to celebrate. Last night I slept really well.
That's awesome.
So that's not a normal thing. I didn't sleep through the whole night. I don't even know what that would feel like. But I did, I laid down, I fell asleep, and then the next time I was awake, it was probably not until 3 o'clock in the morning.
And that's late.
Yeah. Usually, often it's I go to bed at 10, and then at midnight I'm up.
I'd be really curious.
Or 1 o'clock.
Know more people's sleep patterns.
Yeah.
What?
I think some people wake up when their alarm goes off. Maybe not.
That's me.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. I mean, once I'm out, I'm out.
Yeah, I just wait for my alarm. Should I get up yet? No, not yet. What about now? No, not yet.
I think you have the opposite problem of me. When my alarm goes off, it's no. I'm not anticipating it. It's hey, yeah, you gotta move. But I don't want to derail from that.
But I slept last night, but I feel I should go to some sleep specialist. But we have a high deductible plan, so I don't know what that would cost. And I don't have sleep apnea. I'm not snoring and failing to breathe. I don't sleep. Anyway, so that's a high. Slept last night. And then the other high is the Seattle Kraken hockey games are on Amazon Prime.
Hey, really?
Yeah. So for their first,
all of them are just what?
Yeah. So for the first 2 or 3 seasons, I didn't get to watch any of the games because I don't have cable and also the Root Sports package,
which it's $100 to watch.
But I do happen to be able to watch Amazon Prime. Yeah. And so, which means I've been watching Seattle Kraken games. Sometimes it's only a period. So the game started at 7 last night. We got home from practice around 8, and showered, and so I caught the third period, but I got to watch the third period.
Whoa.
So,
which is always the most interesting anyway.
And they won last night. So
wow.
It's a good hockey game.
I've not looked at the record yet this season.
It's nothing spectacular, but the last few weeks they've done better.
Oh, okay.
So those are, I don't know, those feel cheap. They're not super emotional, but those are some highs and lows in my life right now.
The ones that came to mind.
Yeah, so that's real life. Shane, what about you? What's hard? What's going well?
Yeah. I guess let's start with low. Probably I think I'm just in a not a good mental space where I'm at, between, I think, work and just mental stress, probably not in a healthy spot with that, and just kind of feel I've seen the movie The Shining.
The Shining. Is that with Jack Nicholson?
Yeah. Or
Jack Nicklaus? One of them is a golfer and one's an actor. I always forget which is which. Jack Nicklaus is the actor.
I think
Nicholson? Jack Nicholson is the actor. Jack Nicklaus is the
anymore.
golfer.
You've thrown me off. I didn't know. But yeah.
That's the hotel where people get murdered?
Yeah, where it's weird stuff. Yeah. Whatever. So yeah, there's a scene where Nick guy, the Joker, right? Whatever. He's typing on his typewriter, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Okay.
I every once in a while that loops in my brain
and
just God, life, I just kind of at this moment, it's just all work, and no play. And I don't think I've had a lot of time to figure out what I want, especially in light of Sabbath and rest.
Yeah.
There's a lot of irony at this point in time. I don't know if it is just busy demand of season, November, December is always just a busy time in general.
Yeah.
November always kind of side swipes out of nowhere, because it's always I know December is going to be busy. November is oh yeah, that's also incredibly busy, and then I'm not as prepared for December because of all that. But it's so yeah, I think it's just I think I haven't had a good I don't know, mental break for myself, or I think I just have to figure out what I need.
Yeah,
maybe that's too personal.
No, that's great. Can I interrupt and ask a question?
No. Yes, absolutely.
So not solving where you're at now, but just as an aside, what are the things that are fun? What's fun for you?
I love social things, and
going
just
to
being
Buffalo
able
Wild
to
Wings?
have a good hang.
Okay.
Like Buffalo Wild Wings, or kind like games and or just like camaraderie and like just fun. Like, I don't know how to describe that. So like, I think, but I think part of my high last night we had kind of our last young adult life group, and so Lauren and I hosted that at our home, and it's a good like excuse to have people over, and this like time is like in our calendar, so it's easy to like plan and show up for, because obviously it's at our house too. But it's just nice like having people over, just socializing, just living life together. So
cool.
Yeah. So navigating that, figuring life out, figuring myself out. And another high, I would just say, like, Lauren and I have been releasing a lot of music recently, which probably hasn't helped my like
you're doing
not
a lot.
work, doing a lot. And but I'm really excited for her. It's called Queens, and it's just a song about the like female lineage from Eve, like till like women now, and how each woman, like no matter the time or place they were put at, they were made for a time such as this.
Okay.
So it's a really just cool emotional song.
How does somebody find Queens to listen or watch?
Yeah, you just type in Queens and Lauren Welter on Google. You can type it on YouTube. It's on Spotify, iTunes, or whatever. Literally any and all places you can find music.
Okay.
Yeah,
Check
and
it out.
it's a great song. There was a Weber in the music video too. So
My daughter got to be part of the recording and was really excited about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's seen the video yet.
Oh, really? Okay. Family night.
So yeah, watch that tonight when we get home.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's a
okay. And a random question related to fun and downtime.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite video game right now?
I think it depends on seasons. There are times.
What about this season?
So this like the past month and a half, I haven't honestly like really played anything. But I think when I did, what did I play? I don't even remember.
Okay. We've been playing a lot of Rocket League recently.
That's always a
I
classic.
could not be worse at this game. If somebody listening hasn't played Rocket League, it's sort of like Mario Kart meets soccer.
I mean, you're driving a car and it's soccer.
Yeah.
But your cars can jump
and like fly.
So like if soccer wasn't hard enough, you're doing it in a car and flying and rocketing all around.
Yeah, it's probably the worst video game to try to watch someone else play.
It's just frustrating.
Well, no, like I'm gonna puke if my kids are playing it. I'm dizzy immediately. I'm like, oh no,
right. Not getting you VR virtual reality glasses.
That's my other high right now.
What?
Well, no, I don't have a VR thing.
Oh, okay.
My other high is Charlotte and I have been watching a lot of like random fail videos on YouTube in the evenings. So the other day I had one just like virtual reality fails, and it was just 20 minutes of people running headlong into the wall or punching their TV.
It's incredible.
They've got the headset on and they forget reality as it is, and they're boxing and they end up like punching grandma in the head. And I could watch those every single night, and I'm just in tears. I know what's going to happen. Like, there's no mystery in these things.
You know they're going to mess up and
he puts the thing on, and then he runs headlong into the wall every time. Like, they punch somebody, they break the TV, or they hit the wall, or they take out the Christmas tree, and I could watch it over and over and over again. So, God bless YouTube.
It's just all the fail videos that are on it. That does remind me. I haven't been playing video games recently. Lauren and I semi-recently got into a TV show called Ink Master, and it's like tattoo artist competition, basically.
Cool.
And they're just each week they eliminate a new person until they have the tattoo, like Ink Master.
Nice.
And it's just like, it's really amusing. So it's like a whole world. I'm like, oh wow, like all these tattoos I thought were amazing. Like these judges are just tearing apart. They're like, your line work sucks. Like you shouldn't be in this show.
Are they judging ink on skin or designs on paper?
Ink on skin.
Oh, that's cruel.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Here's this permanent thing. Oh, that's gross.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. The person, like they literally get hundreds of like human canvases is what they call them, and like in the show for tattoos that might be the best thing ever or the most ugly.
Wow.
So it's very amusing.
Before we move on to a game, I want to acknowledge something to you and to our listeners. One of my lows is that I'm too busy and don't have time. And then I also shared, by the way, I watch a bunch of VR fail videos of people running into the wall over and over again.
Yeah.
So I acknowledge that, I'm choosing to spend my time in certain ways. And so there is a bit of irony, and I'm too busy. Also, I watch 20 minutes of fail videos every night. I need to reconcile those in my head a little bit more.
Yeah, there's always the cracks that get filled in one way or the other.
So there you go. Shane, what are we going to play today?
That's a great question. We're going to play Who Can Spin a Fidget Spinner the longest.
Nope.
No, that trend died a few years ago. For listeners on the podcast variant and not the video variant, I keep a fidget spinner in this room.
Yeah, it sounds like you're hearing that in your ears. You are. It's not just some child on the bus behind you or in the back seat.
It's pretty quiet.
I can hear it in my ears.
Yeah, you listen. You listen for all the squeaks and stuff. Okay. Helps me fidget. I really want to play a game of Outburst.
Yes. Fired up.
Man, let me just tell you, Outburst. Even this dated game, I think is so incredible.
It's so good. It's so good.
I think it actually is a great game. Like we started playing it ironically, and now it's like I look forward to this game.
I'm imagining somebody listening going, I wonder if they're getting close to being out of cards. Not even close. We haven't even gone through a small pile of many piles. We've got hundreds more of these.
And then there's backsides to all
and then there's all the inappropriate ones that we've filtered out that we can't do this on the air. That, you know what? Maybe we release some for purchase episodes where we go to the categories that we couldn't do live and as like a fundraiser, like a spring fundraiser, fund drive for our hardcore
R-rated podcast.
It's less politically correct. In the 80s, different things were valued.
You could say different things. But
we're going to keep it all ages today.
It is all ages. We're yes. So I have a side picked out.
Okay,
I haven't looked at it. And real quick, uber quick synopsis of Outburst. If you've made it this far, bless your soul.
If you're driving, pull over. You need your attention for this.
Just in general, just pull over.
Pull over. This is going to be worth it.
No, it's like Family Feud. There's a prompt, and there's 10 answers to that prompt based on whatever the guy who made this game just said. So if it's cheese, we're going to be naming 10 cheese things.
Yeah.
For the answer. I don't know what the prompt is, so we're going to find out.
Play along at home. We're going to time it. It's just about a minute timer, and we're going to see how many we get. We're going to try to get all 10. We've never got all 10.
We have gotten, I think, like 8 or 9, but
really,
yeah,
wow. Okay, this might be the day.
This might
not
be
likely.
It's probably not.
It's probably not.
All right, are you ready?
You read the category and then read it again, and then I'll flip over our thing.
Category is.
I don't put it in the thing.
Oh, I accidentally read. All right, I read the
new
first
category.
One. New category.
So Shane cheated.
All right,
he looked at our secret magic decoder.
I accidentally put it in the decoder.
Okay, category is.
I can't do that one.
All right.
New category. Third time's the charm. Half blank.
Half blank. Okay. Half full.
Baked.
Ooh, half mast.
Half empty.
Half cocked.
Half tank.
Half
cup.
Half teaspoon.
Half tablespoon. Why not? Just get them all.
Halfway.
Ooh, yeah.
Half-hearted. Half time.
Half life.
Oh, half two.
Half in half.
Half and half. Yeah. Half. Half thought. Half formed.
I'm gonna just say halfway there in case.
Ooh, yeah, halfway there. Halfway home. Halfway house. That's like a rehab place, a halfway house.
Oh.
I said half time.
I don't know.
Half calf and time. Dude, this might be our first 10.
There's going to be some ridiculous answers on
No.
this. Half vacuum. This was a famous saying in the 80s. I don't know. Like, there's going to be something.
You think like half butt is going to be in there?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
There's going to be some weird things.
All right. Well, what's your official guess? Going on record.
I'm going to say 5.
Oh, Shane.
This is optimistic.
Oh.
This is
All right.
This is an optimistic
I'm saying
guess.
I'm saying 8.
Wow.
If we don't get 8, I'm walking out.
You think we got the first one?
I don't know. All right, here we go. Half blank.
All right.
Oh, moon. We should have said moon.
All right. Well, we're not off to a good start.
Oh no.
Half back.
Oh, like football.
Yeah. Well,
Fullback, quarterback, halfback.
Halfback is one of those positions that I don't think is as prevalent anymore.
Halfback. No. Okay.
Halfback.
Oh, for 1.
Oops. Half and half.
Yeah, Shane. Bringing the half and half. Okay, 1 for 2.
We got it. Yeah, I think we could have done way better. Half dollar.
Okay.
Yeah, that coin that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, 1 for 3. Who's on the half dollar?
It's Kennedy.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. We don't have to say it like I'm an idiot. All right.
Well, you asked the way you asked it made it sound like who is on the half dollar?
All right, we're 1 for 3.
Phrase your questions.
Oh man. All right.
Okay. 4 half hour.
Oh, 1 for 4.
This is rough.
Half hour.
For 5 half gainer.
You know what I think of when I hear that? Is The Office and Andy. I might be on their parkour episode. Friends listening at home,
yes.
Shane doesn't watch The Office, so I try to quote it every single day that we are in the office together. He does like a gainer off the trash can or something ridiculous. He's just using words. Okay, so
Gainers are running backflip. So I doubt that's
I
what
didn't
this
know
is because that parkour was not really a thing.
No.
At the time. So
that wasn't mainstream.
comment below what half gainer means or don't. Unless it's
maybe don't.
Or maybe no. Number 6, half mast.
I said that.
Did you?
That's the second one. I wrote it right there.
Oh,
Second
you
one I
did.
said. We got 2.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Half moon.
That's the one I thought of after time expired.
Sucks. All right.
2.5.
Number 8, half pint.
Dang it.
This is
So dumb.
Number 9, half wit.
I feel like a half-wit right now, Shane.
There's so many I think we said that should have. Okay. Number 10, half truth.
We got 2.
I
miserable.
strongly
2.
disagree with everything on this.
Wow. All right, 2.5. That's
Sorry,
not.
I need a
not bad.
redemption.
Yeah,
for
we
my
got
heart.
that was. Man, I thought we had it. I thought we did well.
Let's go over some of these that. Why aren't they on
Half
this?
full.
Half full, half empty,
Half empty.
half time, half life, like
half-hearted.
half-hearted, half baked is more of an ice cream nowadays. So
That's an ice cream.
Ben and Jerry's.
I think that's like a marijuana reference, Shane.
It's
but that's
probably both.
Ben and Jerry's, that fits. All right. Halfway house.
Halfway. I have no.
You've never heard of a halfway house?
No.
It's like when somebody's in like a rehab place or maybe even a jail, and like they're
halfway.
It's like a group home for people kind of getting back on their feet. It's a halfway house.
The name makes sense to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that.
All right. Next category.
Great.
Here we go. We got
Right.
we got another one.
I don't know if I did the back side. I'm just gonna flip it.
Okay. What's the category?
All right. Household pets.
Oh, okay. Household pets
We're
and
ready.
go. Cat.
Dog.
A snake.
Parrot. I don't know.
Mouse.
Mouse.
Rat.
Hamster.
Guinea pig. Chinchilla.
Why not?
I wonder if I'm going to say some subspecies.
I'm gonna say
golden retriever.
Lab.
Yeah.
Black or gold.
Beagle.
Tabby.
Wiener dog.
Black cat.
Siamese cat. Goldfish.
Oh yeah.
Beta fish or betta fish.
Just fish. Koi.
Koi. Other
Parakeet.
parakeet. Oh, cockatiel. Cockatoo.
Yeah, that one.
Those are 2 different ones. Household
Did we say
pet.
snake?
Yeah, I said snake. I
hermit
said
crab?
boa. Hermit crab. Okay, salamander.
Yeah.
Shout out to previous
Frog,
guest.
Toad.
Frog.
Pet rock. I'm doing a pet rock.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
And peeve. Pet peeve.
Pet pee.
I don't know. This game's
Peeve.
dumb. I have no idea. All right. Before you look, Shane, how many did we get? Give me some optimism, Shane. Show me some hope. How do we do?
All right. What did we get on the last one?
2. I got 2.5 because I said moon right after time
All right.
expired.
Optimist answer is 6 then. I can't
9.
go higher.
9. We don't get 9, I'm walking.
There's going to be Nile crocodile number 7.
Could be an alligator. All right, 9. Here we go.
All right, here we go. Number 1, dog.
Yes.
Coming out swinging.
Coming out swinging.
2, cat.
Yeah. That's
All right. 3, parakeet.
we said it. Oh, this could be it, Shane.
4, canary.
I said they have dog, like this one generic kind of dog.
And then
and like
expand upon
several
all of the birds.
species of weird birds that nobody has. Okay.
That is
so we didn't get
unfair.
canary.
This is ridiculous. All right, let me just say this next one is absolutely unfair.
I'm already out. I'm at 9. We're gonna miss our second
Number
one.
5, tropical fish.
We said fish. We said goldfish.
We said a few
beta
fish. We said a few.
Category of tropical.
Tropical fish.
Saltwater fish. Freshwater
fish.
All right, brackish fish. All right, so we didn't get canary or tropical fish. I bet somebody at home said tropical fish. Probably not.
Probably. All right, 6, parrot. I said parrot.
Yep. Okay.
7, guinea pig.
Yep. Said it. We're at 5.
8, hamster.
Yep.
9, cockatoo.
Yep.
10, turtle. We did
not say turtle. We said frog.
We said all the other
toad.
reptiles.
I said salamander before we got turtle.
We did not say turtle.
Oh man. Okay. 7.
Is that 7?
That's pretty good.
You know that I said 6. So,
ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for being part of it.
it was just like,
All
what
right.
is happening? What is?
We did pretty well in household pet. Canary, turtle, tropical fish. That's pretty good.
I don't think anyone could have gotten tropical fish. If anyone said tropical
Did
fish.
you have any weird pets besides like dog? By weird, I mean anything besides a dog or a cat?
I used to catch and raise monarchs
Like a butterfly?
as a kid, like 8, 9-year-old. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, because we had milkweed plants, like growing. It's
You
a
make
very
it sound like
Midwest-
that's an obvious thing that
Yeah.
I caught butterflies because there were clover outside.
Obviously. So
Okay.
yeah, milkweed is like the food for monarch caterpillars. And it like literally is
Okay.
like this green leafy plant. When you tear a leaf off or cut it open, it like has white milky, it looks like milk out of it. And so yeah, you could always look around the leaves and find like baby or full monarch caterpillars.
Okay.
And I'd put them in jars and then like watch them like turn into cocoons and then grow into butterflies, and then I'd release them.
Okay. That's cool.
That was probably the most epic, like,
Yeah. My next door neighbor
thing.
had a rat growing up. It was like
Like,
a white, like a long tail rat.
did they want the rat, or
they paid money for it. It was like a white long tail rat with red eyes.
Oh, that's like,
Yeah.
Ugh.
I wasn't a fan.
Rats are. Well, every time I see a rat, I get like in person. I get terrified because I think mouse.
Do you see a lot of rats in person?
No, but like you go and just walk around Petco.
Oh, okay.
So like I don't know, like you're walking around in there and like they have their like a rat on display. And, like that is a massive animal.
Yeah.
It should not be that big. Ew. Do you get any weird animals?
No, we had dogs growing up, and then I got married and we had cats, and then we had kids and they wanted fish. I actually was given a fish in college. I didn't want it. I didn't ask for it. But somebody, my girlfriend at the time, gave me a fish tank and a fish, and I was like,
By choice or
just she thought I would like it. I didn't. I didn't take care of it. I didn't do anything with it. It got really disgusting. So then I bought one of those like sucker fish, or maybe she bought it for me. I don't know.
you have to spend a lot of money and time keeping this thing alive.
So I got the sucker fish to clean it up for me because it was all gross in there, and that's kind of that guy's like paradise.
What'd you do with the tank?
So the fun story there, I don't know if this was senior year or junior. One of the
How long did you have the fish?
I don't remember, but the school year ended, whatever year it was, and I was just like, well, I'll go set this by the dumpster where all the couches and stuff that people don't want. Yeah,
Could have sold that for like
no, I mean it was like this. It was like the I don't know,
like a small
5 gallons,
okay.
this little thing, and I was like, I'm not gonna drive home with this thing to Virginia from California.
Takes up so much volume.
Yeah, and it's gonna splash. And so we're just gonna set up, and the fish is still in there.
Whoa! No, hold up.
So there's like one or two fish in there, and I'm like, well, I'm done with this. I'll just put it by the dumpster.
You lived by the ocean. At least just give it a chance.
All drains. I don't think you can put random fish in the saltwater ocean.
I don't think you could throw a fish in the dumpster.
Well, what I thought would happened is somebody walked by and said, you can't do that. And I was like, well, do you want to take care of it? And they were like, fine. So I guilted some bypasser into taking the fish home because, like you, they had sensibilities about this sort of thing. And their conscience spoke to them where mine remained silent.
You literally were just putting it there, and somebody happened to walk by while you were there.
I didn't dump it in the grass and just watch them flounder. I set it upright by the dumpster where other people were shopping.
I have done shopping by the college dumpster.
So I made somebody's day. They got a free fish tank out of it. Fish included.
Alive.
Yeah.
To add to that. Yeah, that's pretty weird. I'd put that up there with exotic.
We also, speaking of fish, maybe I told you this before. When we got married, our centerpieces was a little bowl with gems on the bottom, full of water, floating candle on top with a fish swimming around.
Like a real fish?
Yeah.
That's very fancy.
Yeah, Charlotte, she's real. She takes care of stuff. So we did that, and then I think we tried to return the fish. Mm-hmm. And they're like, you can't do that. We're like, well, we don't want them.
You paid 20 cents for this.
Yeah, but we've got whatever 20 tables. I'm not gonna keep them.
Was that for your wedding?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was the centerpieces for all the tables. So then we told the guests and hey, congratulations, you can take the fish bowl home. And it was just a few years ago where we heard the last one died. Somebody we knew still had one. It was
a few years.
They had it for years. Or they lied to us. Maybe they lied to us.
Maybe, but I mean that's still.
So I'm not a good fish caretaker. As I'm telling both of these stories, both of them ended with me just walking away from living creatures.
Moral of the story: I'm scared you have fish at home right now.
Yeah, I don't take care of any of them.
I mean, they're still at your home. That scares me.
My wife and daughter take care of their fish tanks. So. All right, that's that. You're going to have fish for Thanksgiving. Is that what you were saying before?
Yeah, tropical fish.
Tropical fish served with a side of cranberry sauce?
And pineapples, because tropical.
That was my attempt at a Shane Welter transition. How'd I do?
Yeah, like a 7 out of 10. I like it.
What would have made it better? More awkward?
Yeah.
Okay.
More awkward, and it really has to be shoehorned.
Just really shove it in there.
Yeah, just force it.
Okay.
The conversation is now talking about Thanksgiving. There's no other option.
All right. I was too smooth. You didn't know what happened.
Exactly.
All right. With that said, we got a few minutes to talk about Thanksgiving, Shane.
It's a pretty cool holiday. Well, that's all the time we got.
Big fan.
A few minutes.
All right. Here's my first Thanksgiving question.
Yes.
Do you like the cranberry sauce that is just gelatin in the shape of the can, or the actual chunks of cranberries? Neither?
The only cranberry thing I could do are craisins, and I don't even know if that's actually considered cranberry.
All right.
But I dump a bag like what I did last night. I dumped a bag of craisins in with the stuffing.
Okay.
And adds a really nice sweetness, but cranberry sauce and chunky cranberries. First of all, I'm not a good fruit guy. I appreciate.
It's one of the food groups. It's part of the pyramid or the plate.
It's there.
Right.
I'm
not a fruit guy.
Weirdo. Fruit desserts, not a big fan, and cranberry sauce is pretending to be that.
I love that it has the shape of the can. That's so weird to me. What other food do you eat that it retains the shape, this unnatural shape, and you're like, that's what it should look like?
Maybe anything gelatinous.
Yeah,
mashed potatoes if it was in a can.
Here's why I eat cranberry sauce.
Why do you eat cranberry sauce?
I like the can shaped more than the actual chunks. I don't want to identify actual food in this. In my experience, most turkey that I eat is really dry.
Yeah.
And so the cranberry sauce brings it back to life a little bit. It makes the turkey a little bit. I don't like gravy. I don't like gravy.
You don't like gravy?
I don't like gravy.
What about gravy? What do you like?
I think why I don't like gravy is because I don't like mashed potatoes, and those used to go together.
Well, that makes a lot of sense.
But like in my head, those are just one food group, and they both kind of make me gag.
I mean, it's uncommon to have gravy without mashed potatoes. So,
right. But some people put it on various meats. It seems like I don't know.
Yeah, I would just.
So turkey is usually really dry, and I don't like gravy, and so cranberry sauce makes it a little more edible. So it's more functional than enjoyable.
So you wouldn't eat cranberry sauce like by the spoonful?
I'll take a couple. What do you call them? Chunks, slices,
Chunks.
I'll take a couple cranberry rounds.
Sounds appetizing. So everything about it just does not sound appetizing. You're calling it chunks, and like it retains its form like for the duration of.
So weird.
For me, like similar, I think to you in gravy. Like my like grade school, elementary school, young school hot lunches would regularly do like cranberry sauce with like every other week in with like the hot lunch, and it just tasted so bad. Like, and like as a kid, I'm like, that's the only way it's ever gonna taste to me. And I remember teachers making me like, you can't go to recess unless you eat your cranberries. Yep. It's good for you. Like, oh, this is not good. It's either a dessert or it's fruit. I don't know, and it can't be both. Like,
all right, Shane, top three Thanksgiving foods. So I'll give you a minute to think about it. If you could have three things as part of your Thanksgiving celebration at any
timer starts now.
Timer, okay.
Outburst.
No, that's great. I was like, oh really? I'm in. But like if you maybe it's technically Thanksgiving if you don't have these things.
And does this fall in the
breakfast, lunch, or dinner, dessert, whatever you want? Like if you had to say like these three things taste like Thanksgiving to me.
Okay.
Or like these make my Thanksgiving worth it. And then
done.
I was going to say the other side of that is
three worst.
Yeah, I was going to say what standards could you do without? So what are your three sort of must-haves? And then what could you do without? And maybe we've already revealed some of them. And that's okay.
I just had an interesting thought, but I'll save it for my terrible food lineup.
Okay. All right. You want to do all three of your must-haves? Are you still thinking?
Still thinking on the have-nots.
Okay. Like standard, like a lot of people, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people are going to have this as part of their Thanksgiving feast. And you're like, nope, I don't need that. And in fact, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hot. Yeah, sure.
Is it because you like too many things, or you don't want to offend people?
No, I think it's like the stuff I don't eat. I generally
you don't serve.
I don't see
around.
like it's, so it's not in my like mind.
But you can imagine going to somebody else's house and they're like, "Oh, can I serve you some of this?" And you're like, "Nope."
Some people have some. No offense to it, like weird traditional like Thanksgiving foods that I like. I know if somebody said, I'd be like
from the home country.
Yeah, from like in Delaware. This is what everyone eats. Like okay, like this is
the home
nasty,
country
like,
of Delaware.
Not eating raw oysters mixed with stuffing. I don't know what it is, but like whatever it is, like I don't know what my third one is. So maybe you talking will prompt some of those. But I'll give you my top three with an honorable mention.
All right, we'll allow it. Top three.
Just want to talk more. So top three, stuffing. I think just similar to how you use cranberry sauce. That's how I use stuffing.
Okay, it's a crutch.
It's a crutch. It adds flavor, moisture to foods. Good stuffing.
My kids love stuffing.
It's
never enough. Okay, seriously. Stuffing.
Have you guys mixed cranberry, not cranberry, craisins in with it?
Might have to try it.
Should try it. I like it. I don't know who did it first, but I copied them. Number two, pumpkin pie. Mm-hmm. And it's just a classic staple of Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. Pumpkin pie. It's so good.
What's your whipped cream preference?
Oh, I was going to say Costco.
That's good pumpkin pie.
That is really good pumpkin pie. Whipped cream. I prefer the kind where it's by the spoonful.
Yeah? instead of the aerosol.
I'm annoyed by aerosol
It
whipped
makes
cream.
a mess sometimes.
It makes a mess.
Kind
It
of flickers
spits out everywhere,
Yeah.
and like you're paying a premium for it too to just get like the nitrous oxide or whatever it is that's mixed in with like you're paying more for less, and it sucks when you get to like the 10% of it.
Yeah.
Just I'm spewing everywhere. All right, and then number 3, honey ham. Ham over turkey. I think there's going to be a big culture shift in America here because
nobody wants to carve a turkey. So much work.
It's so much
You gotta
work.
bake it for 12 hours.
I think ham tastes objectively better than turkey.
Ham is just better.
I think it's just I don't know. Like if you disagree, please let me know. I really want to know if
Shane's becoming this like shock jock. Like we're just trying to get clicks now. Say something provocative.
Yeah, that's the clip. That's the title
teaser.
of this
Yeah.
episode.
Turkey sucks.
Honey is better than turkey, or not honey. Ham is better than turkey. Fight me. No. But
Prove me wrong.
I think there every once in a while turkey serves this like nostalgic like it's Thanksgiving, you eat turkey, but like if I had the choice, ham all day. Like especially honey baked ham.
Yeah.
Easy. And my honorable mention is cream corn cuz I like corn and I like buttery, sugary just will make your heart stop corn.
Okay.
So
there was a few years ago where I told Charlotte, I was like, you don't have to like make a turkey for me. Like if you're enjoying this, you can do it. But like, don't feel like I'm asking you to make a turkey because I'm not going to make a turkey.
No one's pressuring anyone to make a turkey. At least at the Welter household, I'll just buy cold cuts of turkey for sandwich meat and just use that.
My little brother carved our turkey one time. We had him over for Thanksgiving. Back my younger brother, when we lived in Coeur d'Alene, and Charlotte made a turkey, and I was like, this is so much work. I don't want to do this. And I was like, Chris, will you carve the turkey? And he's like, okay. Like we made the guest carve the turkey. I'm like, so much work. It's not worth it. I'm out.
It's so much work. And then there's only 2 drumsticks with the turkey. Like it's just, it goes full like democracy or like just fight when it comes to the drumstick. Like I remember
like the wishbone when I was a kid, the wishbone.
That is fun.
And then the popper thingy. That was cool.
What's the poppy?
And like there was like this white thing that you shoved in the turkey, and then when the turkey was done, it's like the red plastic thing would pop out.
I don't think I've been around when the turkey's been cooked enough, but I have been around to know. So like I'm never. It's always somebody. I need to. Yeah, I'm curious about this, but I'm never around when like the turkey's like actually made. But I do have like lasting memories in my childhood of like seeing a glimpse of the turkey made, and I was like, oh, cool. And then like watching one of my parents or relatives like reach inside the turkey, pull out all this stuff. I'm like, what? There's weird stuff that they put in the turkey.
There's turkey parts in there.
Yeah, but like it looks like they were like taken out and then put back in. Like they're like assorted inside of it.
Assorted turkey parts.
But like, what is it? Like, is it one like
the gizzard?
Is gizzard one?
I don't know. It just sounds like a thing that's gross.
All right, you don't know as much as I do. Okay, good. But like, it's always so weird to me. Like, does anyone actually use these parts? Why are they putting them back in? Like, I have so many questions. Like, I don't just the whole world of turkey, it just confuses me. I don't get it.
They're very large birds.
This is just becoming like just me anti-Thanksgiving. I don't know what this is.
Turkey, you un-American.
Okay, wait. What are your top?
My top 3.
Yeah, what are your top 3 here?
I also had pumpkin pie. I put that third, but I'll say it first. So pumpkin pie.
You numbered.
I don't know. I like as much whipped cream as there is pumpkin pie.
I think
like a 1-to-1 ratio.
I think that's absolutely fair.
And I come to think of it, I think I do prefer the dollop out of the tub, but we usually get the cream, the spray.
There's a convenience fee, but
it's kind of fun. It's like an activity.
How bad does something have to be when you say it's kind of fun?
It's more fun than dolloping out of and also dollop. When else do you use the word dollop? All right. So pumpkin pie with a lot of whipped cream.
I feel less bad when I dollop like the whole pie. But okay,
yeah. Green bean casserole, like green beans with the crunchy onions. on top, like the fried or dried onion thingies.
What are the other like ingredients? Is that just like?
Well, here's this kind of gets into some other stuff, but it's usually like a cream of mushroom soup is in there.
Okay, yes, yeah.
So it's kind of creamy, but I really don't like mushrooms, so I have to kind of pretend like it's not in there.
So you hate mushrooms, but you still put this in your top 3?
Yeah, green bean casserole is so good. The crunchy onions on top are so good.
Is there an alternative?
I think you could do like cream of chicken soup or something like that.
That sounds like
that's a good substitute.
Yeah, and you haven't done that yet?
I don't know.
I don't know. Do you ever make any Thanksgiving food? That's it.
I do a lot of the cooking at our house, but on Thanksgiving I do very minimal.
That's a Charlotte thing.
She runs this holiday. And my in-laws.
And then whatever everyone else kind of brings.
Yeah. So I don't bring a whole lot to the table.
That's interesting. But that green bean casserole.
Green bean casserole.
And
crunchy onions on top. The more of the crunchy onions, the better.
Having that crunch really is just what sells it.
And then the third one, this is a relatively recent addition, is a sort of cheesy hash brown potato thing. I don't like, I told you before, I don't like mashed potatoes. I don't like most potatoes, but my sister-in-law puts enough cream cheese and shredded cheese and sour cream. It's just dairy product. Like I've mentioned several times on the podcast, I've got bad cholesterol because I like
heel is
Tillamook
cheese.
So there's all the dairy products with a little bit of texture from hash browns mixed in, and it's so good.
And that's enough for you to.
That's most of my plate.
Negate the potato.
Yeah. So like the my plate or health people talk about, like, hey, you should like make sure half of your plate is greens or vegetables. Half of my plate is cheesy hash browns.
This is you have such a fascinating top 3. It's like according to you, like it in.
I don't like a lot of the things.
Yeah. You don't like the potato parts, but you love the cheesy potatoes. You don't like mushrooms, but you love green bean casserole.
Yeah. I don't eat pumpkin outside of pumpkin pie. I'm not sure anybody does.
You don't eat pumpkin outside of pumpkin. Wait, say that again.
Like, do you eat pumpkin in any other form?
Like maybe pumpkin bars or like pumpkin
spice
beers,
latte.
pumpkin.
I don't like
cream.
pumpkin beers. I tried that once. It's not for me.
I like pumpkin flavoring, but I'm not gonna eat a raw
pumpkin. All right, what's on your I'll pass list?
So my third one's debatable because I don't know what it is yet, but I know there's. So
what did you write down if you don't even know what it is?
Well, nothing. It's just blank.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. But number 1, cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
And is there a difference between cranberry sauce and like cranberry gelatinous form from can?
I think the gelatinous form is called cranberry sauce.
See, this upsets me even more.
And then cranberries are like when there's actual like discernible pulp and texture and shape.
So when I think of sauce, I think of
like a liquid.
Yeah, okay. Like a viscous liquid, not like
viscous.
It's calling mashed potatoes a sauce. Like it's calling Jell-O a sauce.
Okay.
It's just all the more reason it's up there for like I don't like this thing.
Okay.
Number 2, I put dry rolls. I don't know if you've been to Thanksgiving when they weren't the sweet rolls, and they were just like very just crusty.
You don't mean biscuits, do you?
No, biscuits are like intentional.
Yeah.
Like I mean like rolls that are like they taste like not great stale bread.
Okay.
Like
that doesn't sound good. You're right.
Yeah, I don't know. Like especially like the King Hawaiian rolls, like sweet rolls set such a precedent for Thanksgiving now. Like
the Pilgrims intended it.
Yeah.
Hawaiian rolls.
These super American sugary
all like processed
bread.
And sugar.
Yeah. Okay. It tastes amazing. I got as much butter butter and sugar.
Okay. Yeah.
Like you can put in it. So like just plain dry rolls.
Cranberry, dry rolls. And then the third one you don't have a name for?
No, I don't know.
You can't think of one.
I can't think of one.
Okay, that's fine.
Like generally I'll eat most Thanksgiving foods.
Well, I'll make up for your list. I've got several.
Okay. Well, from yours I'll probably be inspired.
Okay. First one I wrote down, mashed potatoes. Don't like it.
Yeah, you're alienating yourself.
I don't care for them. Some of that might be how my mom made it. Some of it's a texture thing. Some of it's like,
How do you think it was?
I don't
Like-
know. Nothing about even
know.
like a baked potato bar. Like nope. Or
Potato bar.
like
just like a
potato
baked
that
potato
comes
you
in
eat.
a aluminum foil.
You're just not a potato eat.
No, or like
person.
potato skins, which
What about-
I love everything about potato skins except the potato part. Like I'll eat the brown skin and like cheese and bacon bits and sour cream and onions.
Just the white.
It's the like the
part.
pulp, the meat, whatever the potato part is. Gross.
Oh.
I like French fries, but
What about like wedges?
see, they got to be crispy. Even French fries, if it's like a crinkle cut that tastes
Like
potatoey,
a doughy
yeah,
kind of.
oh, gross. I need real thin, crispy fries,
All right.
or even potato wedges that are like they're burnt.
The ones where it's more deep fried than potato.
Yeah, or air fried.
Or air fried.
But I don't want to taste the. I think it's the texture.
It's the texture.
Okay, so
yeah.
mashed potatoes.
Okay.
That's one. I think I said gravy, but
Yeah.
that kind of goes together.
Yeah.
I don't like olives, green or black. Super gross, both of them.
Is this a Thanksgiving food?
I think a lot of Thanksgivings have a tray, and that tray there's little cubbies, and there's like the sweet pickles and the dill pickles and like olives. You're not picturing olives at Thanksgiving?
I mean, I imagine the tray, but I don't think I've ever had like pickles and olive
Really?
scene.
We always
like,
had sweet pickles too. Charlotte doesn't like sweet
yeah,
pickles.
I know. I can imagine that whole like setup. I don't
Yeah.
know if I've seen it. For,
When would
like,
you have had that? Christmas?
like a random like a
Just
graduation
Tuesday?
party?
Oh, okay.
Like it's like a random like you buy the veggie tray and there's
All
the
right.
the savory tray. I don't know what that would be, but
I say this a lot in joke and in jest, but comment below. Is olives a Thanksgiving food, or am I just imagining this?
it sounds weird to me.
Okay.
But I don't trust my Thanksgiving like.
Okay. So
Norms.
I thought about having green olives and black olives as two separate categories. But I'll
Yeah.
just lump them together as olives.
Yeah,
Um,
they're all the same to me. I hate olives too.
As we both said earlier, I could pass on turkey. Just
you put it on like the no fly list.
yeah, I don't care. It does.
right.
I don't need it.
You could though.
I could
like-
eat it. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to eat the olives. I'm not going to eat mashed potatoes.
But
Yeah,
if like you went to a Thanksgiving and there was just like a turkey and some
right.
rolls, like
I'm not going to say I'd rather go hungry. I'll eat the turkey. I'm not going to eat the olives and mashed potatoes. I would rather go hungry. The other one, you mentioned it in passing, and I kind of have two. One's like a cousin of the other. You mentioned oysters.
Yeah.
I don't like oysters. And the other thing that's similar to me is like smoked salmon. I know it's not similar at all, but it's fishy. And I don't care for, like, I'll eat like a baked salmon. I
Yeah.
love it. Butter and garlic, but like smoked salmon, like out of like a tin.
Oh, like cat foody.
Yeah,
kinda, like
exactly.
Preserved,
It's just cat food. It's
okay.
just it's like saturated in oil, and
Yeah.
it just smells like a rotten fish.
all the preservatives and everything.
And it's not even the
Okay.
preservatives; it's the fish smell, it's the oil, and so in my head, raw oysters and smoked salmon, they may as well be the same thing. They're both horrible.
You're not a fan of tuna either, right?
No,
Okay.
I would eat like a tuna steak, but not like tuna noodle casserole.
I mean, like fresh tuna, but yeah, like canned.
Yeah, that's one of the foods that
Stuff.
my family eats when I'm out of town.
Could you eat Spam?
I've never had Spam, and I don't want to.
Oh, you don't even have the
I don't- I
inkling
don't
of a
want to.
desire.
I went to the place in Nebraska where the Spam factory is one time.
I think it's in Minnesota.
No? Oh,
or
there's-
Dakota.
Are you sure? I'll have to Google
Not
this.
anymore.
Shane.
Not anymore.
There used to be something in Nebraska.
It is in that Midwest like.
There was like a pastor's
area.
conference there, and they gave us all a can of Spam as like, welcome to Hastings, Nebraska, or wherever it is.
That's worth its weight in gold.
I gave it to my vicar. I was like, here, you're an intern. Eat this.
I think you're missing out, but it's
Okay.
that canned meat. Okay.
The whole canned meat market.
I also again you're putting some weird answers.
so those aren't Thanksgiving foods for you.
I wouldn't consider salmon and oysters.
So some of this might be the family I've married into. Like grandpa's going to bring smoked oyster.
This is that the
Or
family you
smoked
married
salmon.
into is very Northwest.
That's true.
So
That's true.
I'm not like maybe the PNW that fish is a normal.
My father-in-law tomorrow or this week for Thanksgiving will almost certainly bring smoked salmon, and I will have to leave the room while he eats it.
Because of the smell.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't like it.
wow.
So
All right. Well, are there any other ones that?
Those are the main ones.
Okay.
Here's another one I don't care about. It's not like a gross one, but it just doesn't do anything for me. Sparkling cider, overrated. Doesn't do anything for me. People get excited sometimes. It's not that.
I think it's
whatever.
fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go out of my way for it.
I had another favorite.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is going to resonate with everybody. My mom used to make it. My aunts used to make it. Called it ambrosia. My big brother, I'm sure, would hate this. My little brother might like it. It is, and there might not be a recipe. It's just whatever you have on hand. But when I picture ambrosia, it's like marshmallows and maybe Cool Whip and coconut and pineapple and nuts, and it's just like this goo of sweet and fruity.
Oh, is it
and
topped
creamy.
with? Is it topped with something?
Maybe some like shredded nuts or
Like
chopped nuts.
What color?
White and sometimes it's green.
Yeah,
sometimes
okay.
like it's Jello in there.
Okay,
It's this miscellaneous dessert
That's
thing.
the food I was trying to remember yesterday. That
Okay.
like I would
Ambrosia
always
is what we
see
called it.
Yeah, I'd always see it like church potlucks.
Yeah,
and like
it's kind of a Midwest church potluck thing.
it's weird. I don't like it.
Pineapple, coconut, marshmallow, probably mayonnaise, just because people are gross.
I'd believe it. Yeah,
but
I never.
You usually serve it like with like an ice cream scoop, like just big chunk, like just goops of it. It's very
It's
goopy.
just a gelatinous thing. Yeah, I never like.
I love it.
You do?
I love it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I love it. Although I have one horrible memory of a church potluck in Idaho. There was it's classified, I would say, under the dessert category. So oftentimes at a potluck, you lump things together as the meats and the salads, and then at the end there's the desserts. And I like me some ambrosia. I like the marshmallows. I like the pineapple, the coconut, the nuts. And so there was this ambrosia at the end, and I took a big hunk of it on my plate. And then I went back and I ate it, because you start with the dessert sometimes. And what actually was on that dish was some sort of like tuna casserole disguised as ambrosia. It was very similar color and texture. And I took a mouthful, like a spoonful, thinking marshmallow and coconut and pineapple, and it was cat food. I was scarred from potlucks for a long time. Like I would like, somebody smell this. Tell me what I can't even smell it. Somebody sniff this. Tell me what it is.
To be fair, I think I would have enjoyed that. Vice versa, the other, like the ambrosia. Like I would not eat that, but I would eat that tuna thing right up. Like
I feel like we've really learned a lot about each other today, Shane.
I feel like there's a lot of weird fish. You go, so you don't like fish so much you will throw it alive ones by dumpsters.
I didn't make that connection. Yeah.
That's what I've learned. What about sushi?
I don't like sushi. I don't like paying for sushi.
Well, assuming like price isn't
yeah, I'm so cheap.
You had food like sushi, like just raw fish and the rice.
I'm going to be discerning about it, but I think I do okay there.
Okay. It really is just that, like, if it smells like cat food, like it's a
We didn't have cats growing up. My next door neighbors had the same people who had the rat had a cat, and it was like that little hockey puck silver thing. You open it up and there's the juice, and then the whole house smells. And like anything, and then the cat eats it, and the cats are gross, and like it's just like this brown. I meant like the way, like it's just like this brown thing that like gnawing on, and they're like they're spilling it, and then they come lick your face, and like, oh, it's so gross.
I don't let a cat lick my face.
Well, cats like me, Shane. I don't know.
I guess something about you that reminds them of canned fish. I guess
So I guess with all that, I'm trying to say Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, we've got a lot of blessings to be thankful for.
This is enlightening. This is the real meaning of Thanksgiving is the food.
I'm looking forward to it.
It'll be good.
My kids think Jello eggs are a Thanksgiving food.
What was that?
My kids think Jello eggs.
What are
So we've
Jell-O
got
eggs?
this mold at home that it makes like Jello shots, but not shots, but like it makes Jello jigglers in the shape of Easter eggs.
Oh,
it's like this little plastic thing with a hole in the top. You pour it in, and it makes Easter eggs.
Yeah.
And one year, we made that at Thanksgiving for a joke, and now my kids think like, oh yeah, for Thanksgiving, are you going to do the Jello eggs?
Now you
like
have
as if
to.
that's a thing. They're going to get to college one day and realize we had such a weird childhood. Like, you guys ever have Jello eggs for Thanksgiving? Like, I'm today going olives, and you're like, that's not a thing.
You guys are eating
smoked salmon. You're like, that's not a thing.
You guys are eating salmon, olives, and Jello.
Yeah. My kids are going to go out into the real world and realize they had such weird parents. Sorry, guys. We tried.
This is incredible. I think all is to say, like, there is nothing consistent about Thanksgiving meals.
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie. I think that's
what holds us all together, Shane.
It really is. Yeah, I'm done with seeing the turkey as the face of Thanksgiving. Pumpkin pie.
Costco pumpkin pie.
Costco pumpkin pie is the new face. That'd be a great Thanksgiving.
I think we did it.
I think we did. I think we cured the world.
I don't know what we did.
I don't know what.
Last question. Sweet pickles, yay or nay? Sweet pickles. They're about the size of your thumb.
No, I know.
Kind of
Sweet
crooked.
pickles.
All right.
I can munch on them. I prefer dill.
Okay.
Dill all the way. Like,
I haven't had a sweet pickle for years because my wife doesn't like them. But those Thanksgiving sweet pickles.
Talking and thinking about it, I could eat a sweet pickle right now. So I guess I like them.
Okay.
Not my preference, but you know.
All right.
What about
I'm a fan. I could eat a couple. That kind of feels like a childhood snack. Yeah, that makes me feel like a kid to picture crunching on a sweet pickle.
It's a nice texture. I like them. I like pickles though.
Okay.
That's the takeaway.
That's if we leave you with one thing, dear listeners, canaries make good house pets, and sweet pickles they're okay.
Sweet pickles are all right.
They're all right. Turkey's pretty gross. Also, everybody who's making a turkey this week because you love your family, thank you. That's really kind of you.
It was very kind. It is probably one of the hardest meals.
Yeah, if you volunteered or got told you're in charge of the turkey, and then some uncle shows up with the pumpkin pie, we all know he didn't do his part.
Yeah.
So the real hero is the person preparing the turkey.
Oh yeah, all the way. But sorry if our words of ham and turkey and olives and salmon and jelloed eggs ever offended you. But
deviled eggs, I could get behind some of those.
I could eat deviled eggs like a hard drug.
They have to be cold for me if they've been out too long.
But again, yeah, even if they were, I would.
Nope, they can't be room temperature. If they've been out too long, that's a pass.
I would eat them in the hot sun. I don't care.
Shane, no.
I don't care. Like I could make my life just eating deviled eggs. They're so good. Yeah. If you're listening, just confused, like,
still,
what's the moral of this story? What's the
Shane.
moral of this episode?
Yeah, what was the moral today?
Well, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose.
Wow. Okay. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.
That's the end of the episode, but we want to continue the conversation. Continue the conversation by sharing this episode, subscribing, or leaving a review. Connect with us on Instagram at 2414podcast. Connect with us through email at 2414@stlukes-church.com. Or best of all, keep the conversation going by inviting someone to process with you, so that you can each walk away with more understanding that leads to more conversation as the journey continues. If you happen to be in the Seattle-Tacoma area of Washington, stop by on a Sunday morning and say hi. 2414 is a podcast produced by St. Luke's Lutheran Church in Federal Way, Washington. To find more content, discover upcoming opportunities to connect in person, or to support the show, head on over to stlukes-church.com. Thanks for walking with us.